Everyone who has an interest in a business is a stakeholder. This includes its owners, managers, and employees, but also its customers, suppliers, and members of the local community that the business operates in. In this pod, we'll consider the range of internal and external stakeholders that affect and are affected by business activity, and how their objectives can conflict.
Let's start by looking at the internal stakeholders of a business. These are individuals or groups within the business who are directly involved in its operations. This includes its workers, its managers, and of course, its owners. While all of a business's stakeholders want to see the business succeed, they don't all have the same motivations and priorities.
The goal of the owners, or shareholders, is to maximize profits. Remember, the ownership of a company is divided into equal pieces, called shares, and anyone who owns at least one share is a shareholder. Shareholders receive a percentage of the business's profits in the form of dividends, so it's in their interest that the business makes as much profit as possible.
The owners of a company obviously have a significant impact on its operations, as they ultimately make most of the decisions. Managers and workers are internal stakeholders who work for the owners. Directors and managers are responsible for making many important decisions that affect the business, including setting priorities, deciding on strategies, and generally taking responsibility for the daily running of the business.
Workers contribute to the success of a business by doing their jobs effectively and efficiently. The goal of employees is to earn as much as they can for their work and to make sure that they continue to be employed. The objectives of a business's various stakeholders can often conflict. One way to maximize profit is to restrict how much is spent on paying workers' wages. This benefits the owner, but doesn't benefit the workers. So, while owners, directors, managers, and workers are all internal stakeholders in the same organization, their aims and objectives can differ.
Employees are often represented by a trade union. This is a group of employees who work together to protect or improve their working conditions. Trade unions can affect business activity by pushing for higher pay, fewer working hours, or better provision for safety in the workplace. This is beneficial to workers, but can often conflict with the aims of the owners to maximize profits. This is because many of these initiatives lead to higher costs to the business.
A business's external stakeholders are any individuals or groups outside of the business who affect or are affected by its activities. This includes customers, suppliers, lenders, the local community, and local or national government. A business's customers want low prices, high quality, and good value, which is often at odds with the owner's objective of higher prices and more profit. Customers can impact a business in many ways, as the success of a business is reliant on customers buying its products or services.
The objective of a business's suppliers and producers is to be paid on time and to secure continuing orders. They may raise their prices, lower their quality, or fail to supply on time, and all of this can affect a business's operations and profit levels. New and growing businesses often need to borrow money to finance their operations. So, lenders such as banks are external stakeholders. Their objective is that all of their money is repaid on time, and they affect a business when they either agree or refuse to provide a loan, or if they raise or lower their interest rates.
The local community and government are two more examples of external stakeholders. Residents may object to a business opening a new premises in the area due to concerns over pollution or an increased volume of traffic. The local community is important for a business's success, as it provides employees and customers. But a community's goals of minimizing the impact of a business's activities on the local environment can sometimes conflict with the goals of the owners. For example, the community may want to reduce opening hours to reduce traffic, a goal which would potentially limit the business's ability to make profit. The government's concern is that a business pays the correct taxes, conducts its business within the law, and provides employment in the country. Changes in the law, new regulations, or increases in taxes can all affect how a business operates.
The bigger a business is, the more stakeholders it will have. Stakeholders have different objectives, and conflict can arise when these objectives compete. A business will only succeed in the long term if the stakeholders can agree more than they disagree. And it's important that businesses take into account all of their internal and external stakeholders when making decisions.